Welcome back to the channel, and today we are out here in Shakopee, Minnesota, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know if I said it right, but anyways, we're picking up this 2021 Keystone, Montana. This is a 373RD, so it's got the rear living room in the back out there. Dining room's inside, master room's up here, restroom is somewhere around here. This one's got the curb weight of 13,000 pounds. It is a 2-axle. This one's coming out of Manheim, out here in Shakopee, or however you want to say it, Minnesota. And this one's going back over 2 Northwest rides out of Rathdrum, Idaho. So this one's going to be up for grabs here in the near future. As of right now, we're on the 24th of March, 2025. So obviously still not up for grabs just yet, but it will be. So I'll leave the link down on the description there for 208rides.com, which is Northwest Rides, or you can give them a call at 208-500-8700. So right now I'm going to hook onto it, but before I do that, I need to swap out from the gooseneck ball I got right there. I got to pull the latch underneath the truck, pull out the ball, drop the main base, and then I'll put the head up on the top, and then I'll secure it with the pins and everything. And then once we're there, we're pretty much gonna run power to it, make sure. I'm guessing it's either dead or probably needs to get recharged, but either way I need to run power to it so I can level it up a little bit, and we'll line it up, and we'll be on our way. So I'll check in with you guys once we're getting ready to hit the road. Alright guys, well, I'm here at the Love's truck stop here off the 94 on the Minnesota side. I went, I fueled up, I popped the hood. I always do this, guys. I'm not broken down. I do this all the time. I like allowing the cool, the heat get extracted out by the fluids, and then I like for the engine to extract the heat from the fluids and vice versa. Yeah, you just whatever. I'm kind of yapping away on it, right? That's why the hood's always open with me, especially in summer. That's when I really run it. You know, I'll turn on the heater, let all the heat come out, I'll pop the hood, and just let the heat cycle. Because remember, guys, your worst enemy on your truck is the heat. That's what melts down seals, rubber components, you name it, it's melting it down. So anyways, I pulled away from the fuel island. I fueled up, I pulled away, and I noticed this clunky noise when I make turns. When I turn the wheel either to the left or to the right at a slow rate, at speed like 1 or 2 miles an hour. And I mean, when I mean slow, I mean really, really slow. And all it is like a thunk, thunk, thunk. I feel it more on the rear end than I do on the actual steering wheel itself. Now, why do I say that? Because when it comes down to it, the truck at 294,000 miles, give me a second, guys. At 294,000 miles, I had the whole front end replaced. You know, the ball joints on the upper control arms, the ball joints on the lower control arms, the yokes and U-joints, the bearings, the wheel hubs, the brake calipers, and etc. So, you know, all kinds of stuff done at 294,000 miles, if my memory serves me right. So, grabbing the wheel, as I'm hearing this or feeling this thump, I try to narrow in where I'm, you know, process of elimination is like, okay, am I feeling this on the floorboard? Am I feeling this on the more towards the back or on the wheel? You know, I take all that into consideration. So I'm not feeling it so much on the steering wheel. I feel it more like it's an overall vibration, but it's mainly coming, it seems like, more on the back, on the rear end of the truck. So my speculation here is, at 350,000 miles, quite literally the truck has like 349,000 and some change, but at 350,000 miles, I'm guessing the carrier bearing is ready to leave the chat. My guess. I have just a slight vibration on takeoff, but I don't think that's my thump when I make the wheel turn. I feel like it's going to be the U-joints, or the yoke and the U-joints on either the front of the drive shaft or the rear of the drive shaft, or kind of where the carrier bearing's at. Whatever the case may be, I have 2 main reasons to replace it. One, because at the mileage that it's currently in, you know, the carrier bearing is going to eventually leave the chat. I see that coming. I know when to replace it. They usually go about 350 to 450,000. Can I replace the carrier bearing by itself? Sure. Why I won't do it? Because of the splines in the drive shaft. I feel like for the amount of miles that I've already put onto the truck and what I do where I tow, it just makes sense to replace the overall drive shaft. Just process of elimination, get that out of the way once and for all. Now, if that doesn't fix the problem, which I expected, and again, this is speculating, but process of elimination is kind of more or less, if you guys can tell, I crawled underneath the truck. I took the little drain plug, or not the drain plug, the fill plug. Now, I do my rear differential fluid flush change, however you want to call it. I do it every 20 to 30,000 miles with 80-90, mainly because I tow a lot. And yeah, you know, 80-90 is not what's in spec, but I do 80-90 because I tow a lot. Heat or cold, I have to roll with that viscosity level, or however you want to call it. So I crawled underneath. I opened up the fill plug. There is oil coming out. I see just a tiny bit of metal shavings, just a tiny bit, where I don't want to say it's normal, but I also want to say it's normal. You know what I mean? It's kind of, yeah, I'm starting to question it. Now, the right thing to do is most likely going to have to be just to replace, or not replace the axle, but to rebuild it. I got a guy out there, goes by, or a company out there, goes by the name of Bill Johnson's Differential Service out of Spokane, Washington. I got a hard quote number, more or less about $2,000 just to get the whole thing done as far as the rebuild for a 410 rear differential and the entire U-joints and all that stuff, yokes for the U-joints. But I'm probably going to save a couple $100 just by me ordering and replacing the drive shaft by itself with new yokes and U-joints and all that. And then I'll just send it in for just to get the rear end rebuilt as far as the differential goes, because at the end of the day, I can wait, but it's a ticking time bomb. I always told myself, you know, doing this for 13 years, driving trucks 13 years and all that stuff, your preventative maintenance goes a long ways if you can catch it on time. It's not to say that I'm catching it on time, but I'm noticing it fairly strong that it's like, okay, something's not right here. And well, do I really want to put up with it now, or do I just kind of hang on through a thread, you know, to a thread and just, you know, wing it and go home, offload the load, take care of what I need to take care of, and then from there just send it in and get it rebuilt. So I think that's going to be my plan, is just get this one delivered and the other two, and then go get it, you know, dialed in, and you know, hopefully I can, it's not going to be too much of downtime, but if it is, then it is what it is, guys. I mean, I've been running fairly consistent. I've been doing okay, and well, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. You know, you got to pay to plays. It's kind of the name of the game of this. So anyways, just wanted to give you a quick update. You know, not everything's going to be sunshine. Sometimes you got to deal with the rain. So, and unfortunately for me, well, when it rains, it fucking pours. So anyways, let's get back to it, and let's continue to head on west. Well, we're halfway home. We're getting ready to take off. We're out here in Dickinson, North Dakota, and I figured, since I'm doing my pre-trip, why not showcase real quick the inside of this unit. So you're pretty much going to get welcomed into the kitchen. Now again, the slides are in, so once the slides are out, you have quite the amount of room to work around. So you got your kitchen, you got a 3-burner stove, you got a microwave, lots of storage on the cabinets here. You got pretty much, once the slide's out, you walk up into the living room, which is located on the rear end of the trailer. So you have this couch, then you got 2 couches, and then once the slides are out, again, you have lots of room to basically work around. And then again, you got your fridge here. With the slide pulled all the way out, you'll have access to your pantry, more storage room. Here's your coffee station, however you want to call it. Then you have a bathroom with a stand-up shower. So it's kind of cool. I think these are porcelain. I don't know what the material is, but it's not heavy. You got the his and hers. Close. This is why I want to be going through it right now, because I want to make sure nothing's loose or whatever. But anyways, so this slide comes out, and then it goes from basically like here to about right here, and you just pretty much you have room to walk around or whatever. So you have your closet, then you have a stackable washer dryer, which is not bad. I'm sure you can probably mount a TV or put a TV here somewhere. I mean, you have the outlet for sure. So anyways, it still needs to get reconditioned, you know, cleaned up and all that stuff, gone through, inspected and all that. So once it's available, like I said, guys, you guys check out Northwest Rides' website at 208rides.com. Again, 208rides.com. Or if you have inquiries about it, feel free to call Paul or Julia at 208-500-8700. With that being said, guys, let's hit the road. All right, fellas. So, update. We dropped off the fifth wheel that came out of Minnesota. We ended up swapping in from that one onto another fifth wheel RV that was coming out of Northwest Ride that had already been sold. We delivered that one as a local delivery. That was about 30 minutes out from the dealership. And then we went back to Northwest Rides to pick up another fifth wheel RV unit that was also sold to a customer. We delivered it about 40 minutes away. And then that pretty much summed up the day as far as today goes. What we have next is going to be, we're going to be heading out to Ogden, Utah, to Hallmark. And we're picking up a 8.5 feet wide by 18 feet long. I don't know the model name, if it's a Hallmark Heat or if it's the Hallmark Transport. I don't remember. The one thing I do know that this one was a customer went in, custom tailored or custom ordered his trailer tailored to his needs. And, you know, it's pretty much spec'd out, owner operator spec'd out is how I would call it. So I'm kind of stoked to go and hook onto that one, and that's going to be our next move there. So we should be able to pick that one up Friday afternoon and have it delivered no later than Saturday, which is the end of this weekend. So we've been staying pretty busy. So again, if you guys are in the market for a race car trailer, or a stacker trailer, or you want something custom built right out of the factory, reach out to Paul and Julia out of Northwest Rides. They're based out of Rathdrum, Idaho, out here in the Pacific Northwest. Their phone number is 208-500-8700. Check out their current online inventory at 208rides.com. Again, 208rides.com. Their inventory kind of fluctuate, guys, and I'm being honest. As I see them come in, they go fairly quick. They don't really take, they don't sit around the lot for too long. There is a market for them, so if there's something in particular you want and it's online and it's available, get on it, because they move very quick. And on the same token, if you're in the market for a pre-owned fifth wheel RV, a slightly used, and I literally mean that, slightly used fifth wheel RV, Keystone Montanas, or Keystone Cougars, or a little bit of everything, again, check out their online inventory. They have one too many in stock. I think right off the bat they had about 4 or 5 of them that are just in the lot, and then there's like another 2 or 3 that are pretty much getting ready to get reconditioned, cleaned up, and getting ready to put up for grabs. So all of them have different floor plans. They're not all the same, so it kind of varies off of your your specific needs and kind of the setup that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a 2-bedroom or a bunkhouse, or you want a cottage style park model, they have most of those units in stock, as far as a little bit of everything goes. So with that being said, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you for watching. If you guys found this useful, hit the thumbs up button. Comment down below if there's anything you'd like to know. Subscribe to the channel. With that being said, guys, may the Lord bless you, and I will catch you on the next one.